Hey Tech Builders, welcome to Tech Talks with Paul. Today we're going to talk about Nitro Portal. If you watched my last video, it explained exactly how the Nitro Portal works and how easy it is and how effective it is to bridge Web 2 projects to Web 3. And so today we're going to talk about RoboManiac, which is a game that we built at Nitrodome specifically to showcase the benefits of using Nitro Portal. It's a completely Web 2 game. We attached Nitro Portal to the back end. I'm going to actually show you Nitro Portal in action, being able to take my in-game assets out as NFTs and my NFTs back in as game assets. So without further ado, let's get into the game. So if you look here, this is RoboManiac. It's really fun MMO. There's just a ton to do between your bot and arena and fighting and underground and leagues. There's just so much to do. It's a very extensive game, lots of fun to play. But what we're going to talk about specifically today is assets and transferring assets into Web3. So if you look at the game, there's no MetaMask, there's no blockchain connection. So there's no wallet connect in here at all. So this is a fully Web 2 game. Completely Web 2. There's no Web 3 in the game at all. So this means anybody can play it, and it's actually free to play. So if you want to play a good MMO and fight against other bots in leagues and get involved in gangs, it's a lot of fun. Get yourself involved over at robo.nitrodome.com. Anyway, so if you look here, I have my Battered Cyclon helmet, dent maker, and armored box. So basically I have three things in my inventory, and these are items I can take on my bot or bring back off. So if I go over to the portal on Nitrodome website, I will connect my wallet. So I disconnected everything so I could show you the entire flow of how this works. So I'll connect my wallet. And currently the NFT collection that we use is on base, and then we sign a message. So I select the game, RoboManiac. I select my level, Utopica. And this is where I log into my game account. Now this is what's interesting, is that you're actually logging in to the game account, the account that's actually in RoboManiacs. And we have some messaging that goes back and forth with the game API. Everything is secure so that you can actually log into your game account. And by doing this, we can actually get our inventory. So let me log in here. And what it does is it sends off an API request, and then it gets your inventory and your NFTs. So I don't have any NFTs yet, so I'm just like a new player. So if you look here, we have my helmet, my arm, and my body, my armor, which you can see exactly here, the three items. We're not allowing the chips yet because we kind of offset the balance of the game. And so that proves another point, is the game developers have a choice about what they can allow in and allow out. And so they can actually keep it so they can keep good game balance. So we're just allowing these three items. So I can select a couple items that I want to take out as NFTs. Now notice, they look like NFTs because a lot of people, they look like cards, but these are actually in-game inventory. They're not NFTs, they're not on the blockchain. And it costs about 50 cents per item. And so I'm going to go ahead and submit my transaction here. And what this is actually doing is there's communication going on, and it's going to mint these NFTs to my wallet, and it's going to remove those items from my game inventory. So we have this premise that makes it so much easier for security and stability and so many other things, that we believe assets should remain in one place at a time. Either they're in-game assets that are being used in the game, or they're blockchain assets as NFTs being used outside of the game. And so here we go. So now what we have is it took the two items from my inventory, removed them, and gave them to me as NFTs. So let's go back to the game and confirm. And you can see all I have to do is refresh this. And you can see it removed the items from my inventory. Flawless. And it gave me these two NFTs. Now I'm logged into OpenSea, and let's see if it's picked those up yet. Oh, it hasn't. That's okay. Doesn't really matter, but they're in they're in my inventory as NFTs. I can go to the blockchain and show you if you want. But these are NFTs. Now what's really cool is as you're bringing them in and out, it actually keeps all of the stats. So I have my condition, my level, my everything. And we've done this really cool thing that we built, which is fully dynamic NFTs. Not only are they dynamic in the metadata, they're dynamic in the images. So when you take an NFT out, we actually generate the actual image on the fly. So it has all of the exact specific stats. Because if you look at all of the different stats that we're tracking, we would be into the hundreds of trillions of possible combinations for these stats. So we actually generate every NFT image as we're exporting it. It's actually a really cool thing. So if you've got a game out there and you're kind of worried about how do we track stats and all of these other things, we have the tools, we have the capabilities, and we can do some really incredible things. So now I've taken these out as NFTs. So I could go to a marketplace and sell them. We also have our NFT decks that you could actually go and buy and sell against liquidity or even swap them, which we don't have live yet. It's fully functional, but we're kind of rolling things out slowly and making sure that everything is good and solid before we put out the next piece. So I believe the DEX is coming here in the next few weeks. So anyway, so now I can take these items, and so perhaps I went to the marketplace and I bought a different arm, something that's stronger or better, or whatever the case is. Now I can take one of these and I have to approve the transfer for it. So let's run this through and run that transaction through. And so this basically, what this does is this allows the portal to transfer my NFT so I can actually do the transaction. And let's see. It's a little slow, so probably should push the gas on this a little bit, you know, blockchain and all. All right, so now I can convert this. And so what this is going to do is it's going to take this NFT, it's going to send it to a treasury address or to the contract or whatever it is that the game decides they want to do with this NFT, and then it's going to add this item back to my inventory. So this is actually really an impressive use case for the portal. So I'm going to boost this gas a little, make this a little faster. Now, so far all we've been talking about is NFTs. But what we've actually created here is something even more impressive. We have created a way to actually interact with the game and blockchain in our platform. So what this means is we have communication. So there are a few other things that we've implemented. For example, we implemented a way to get all of the user stats from the game so we can do leaderboards. We have a way that users can actually buy Nitro Gems, and I'll show you that in a second. So what we have here is you can see it added it to my inventory, it got rid of my NFT, and so if I go back here and I refresh my inventory again, you can see I've got the arm back. So what we've done here is we've taken an in-game asset from a Web2 game and brought it out of the game, minted as an NFT on the blockchain. And then we've taken an NFT on the blockchain and taken it off the blockchain and put it back into the game. This just showcases the amazing potential of what this does, is that I can take a Web2 game that is fun, that might have been around for 10 years. It doesn't really matter. Or a brand new game. And I don't have to worry about, as a game developer, learning blockchain or how's it going to affect my game or breaking my game or security issues or any number of things, or even locking myself into a single chain. I can actually implement this portal on the back end and boom, off I go. I believe that we can have a project integrated within an hour to have their first portal transaction. Now, mapping all your assets is going to take a little longer. We have lots of tools to be able to do that. I've been doing this for years. We have a lot of flexibility. But the big thing is we have all of the API. We can actually do it, and it doesn't matter the game engine you're on because we're connecting to the back-end database. It doesn't matter if you're on Unreal, Unity, if your platform is Xbox or PlayStation, PC, Mac, it doesn't even matter. And then if you take and extend this even further, we're talking business. You take any business application. I saw a recent where there was Department of Motor Vehicles out in California was putting car registrations on chain. Now, while that's a great use case, it took them millions of dollars and a very long time to do. Guess what? With the portal, we could have done it in a weekend. I'm just shocked that nobody's going down this path. Anyways, so now if we go back here, we've got two-way communication. So this gets actually really cool. So we can come over here, and now that we have it, let's see, I think I need to log in here. Let's see. All right. So what we have is we have what's called Nitro Gems. Now, I can go through here and I can buy Nitro Gems, which I'm not going to do right now. But if I went to buy them, I can buy them with, yeah, if I'm going to buy it with fiat, blah, blah, blah. So there's KYC issues. So I can buy it with ETH, with NDT, which is our Nitrodome token, not deployed yet, USDC, or with PayPal. And right now I don't have any of that, so I'm not going to do that. But once you have Nitro Gems, which is a platform kind of virtual token, I can actually go through and buy packages for the game. So I can buy a RoboManiacs package, which is like platinum, which actually gives me a bunch of platinum in the game, which is one of those expendable currencies. But I also have packs, so I can buy a professional package. So I can actually use Nitro Gems, which will give me platinum and action points and chocolates and inventory and all kinds of really cool stuff. So what this also does is this allows us to have two-way communication with a game, which means that if a game actually integrates the portal, then they can implement game packages and bonuses and everything that they can sell directly on the Nitrodome platform. So that's actually, and we have a full UI for the game developers, so they can actually come through and they can create their own packages and they can tweak them. They can do seasonal packages. There's a lot of things that they can do. So this is a showcase of the implementation of the actual Nitro Portal, exactly how it works. And if you have any questions, please reach out to us. Reach out to at nitrodome.com. You can find our Telegram, our Twitter. I'll post it here at the end of the video. But reach out to us and let us help you Web3 your game. So until next time, keep building awesome stuff.
I got shit to do, yeah, I'm always on the move. If you get in my way, you'll catch a 1 and 2. Got a clear view, penthouse vision mood. To the top, I'm gon' pop, you gon' see me soon. Get out the way.